See, when you're broke and you're not your own man because you're an incomplete man, you have to put up with some bullshit from a woman. That's what I'm saying, like, man, then get your own fucking place so you don't have to depend on a woman, boy. Even if you're going like halves on rent, fuck that, yeah? Because certain people think, like, oh, we'll just go 50-50, go halves on rent. I'm not going to move into a woman's house. I will just go halves on rent with a woman. Nah, forget that. Just have your own thing in general. So, I had a job to do. This was last week. I was going to make a video about it straight away, but I just forgot about it. I didn't get around to it. So, I'm at some couple's house. Obviously, man and woman. Big people, them, 60 years old. When I say big people, them, they don't look like me. You get me? But you get me. They're big people still. So anyway, I'm in the living room testing the fuse box. They're both in the living room as well. And obviously we're going back and forth having a conversation and that. And I can't remember. I must have asked the woman something. I don't know what it was. Nothing important, nothing major. I must have asked her something. So she was going to explain. And then the guy, you know, her partner, whatever, he tried to interject and tried to correct her, and out of nowhere she just said, "Shut up!" And this guy shut his mouth. For a split second, I almost turned my body around. Yeah, I was about, because I had my back to them. I was about to turn around and say like, "Yo, are you gonna let her talk to you like that?" And I forgot. I remembered I was at work. Forget that. I ain't getting involved in their fucking foolishness and that. You know what? I wouldn't even be around a man who his missus talks to him like that. So I know a man, I think he's a chief. I know a man who, you get me, he must have asked you to go around to his yard and change some lights for him. So I'm in this flat changing the lights. Again, you know, he's going 50-50 with the woman because he's not his own complete man. It's not no renting thing, they own the property together, innit? But if you know anything about female nature and that, like, yo, you don't go halves with a woman on a property. If you go halves with a woman on a property, you basically don't have a property. Because when she's ready to split with you, where you going back to? Your mum or your grandma's house, innit? So anyway, changing some lights in this property now. And yeah, obviously, there's a difference in cool white, daylight white, and warm white. I'm an electrician, been doing this thing for over 12 years. I still don't know the difference between cool white, warm white, and daylight white. I can't look at a particular bulb and say, yeah, that's warm white, or that's cool white, or that's daylight white. Anyway, fitted this light, and it's one of them lights that I got multiple light bulbs in. That's got like 6. And yeah, obviously it didn't come with any light bulbs and that. So I said to him, right, well, obviously you need to go and get some in it. And he's like, oh, I'm not even too sure what I should get. Cool white, warm white, or daylight white. So the guy went to go and ask his missus. Now, his missus was on a work call, and she couldn't even interrupt the call for even 2 seconds to give him an answer and that. So you know what this guy did? He didn't take his own initiative and just go and get whatever bulbs he thought would be the correct bulbs and that. Nah, he had to wait 15 minutes for his missus to end her work call because God forbid he bought the wrong bulbs. This guy would be back to the shop to change them. How dare you buy the wrong bulbs? You working fool? You man that you work a job, you're going halves on a mortgage. How dare you make the wrong decision in your own yard in terms of buying the wrong bulbs? So this is what happens when you're not your own man and you're an incomplete man because you ain't put in the work over the years and that. You can't even make fucking a decision on what bulbs to get. You will get told by your missus, shut up. The same guy. Another time, I wasn't at his yard, I was at, you know, call it his brother-in-law's yard. Again, changing some lights. There's a bunch of boxes and I must have changed like 5 lights or 4 lights or something like that. There's a bunch of boxes that needed to go down to the recycling bin downstairs in this flat block complex. There's a total of 4 of us. There's me, him, and the brother-in-law and the gal, yeah? So we could have done the trip downstairs in one go if all 4 of us were gonna take all the boxes and that. But yeah, the guy must have asked his missus, oh, can you give us a hand? She was like, yeah, he must have asked her, can you give us a hand? Do you want to help us downstairs with the boxes and that? She said, nah. I'm thinking to myself, yo, that ain't a fucking... He weren't asking you a question, that was a fucking instruction. But obviously, if a man words it like it's a question and that, he's just giving her the opportunity to say no. So anyway, we had to do 2 trips because his missus couldn't be bothered. Because his missus don't respect him. Blood, if you're in a relationship, yeah, your missus don't respect you, fam, get out of that relationship ASAP. Anyway, man, that's it for today, man. Stay wise. Ton.